I welcome anyone that's new or you visiting my channel. I hope that you like what you see and perhaps you'll like to subscribe. And I welcome back all my regular subscribers and visitors. Thanks a lot for coming and sharing some time with me today. I am making a wonderful whole wheat carrot / raisin muffin. Extremely healthy, oh my gosh, and low in calories. Wait till you see. And these are going to be just something you can put in your lunch bag or have at tea in the afternoon or in the evening when you're kind of hungry. It's just a perfect muffin for any of those occasions. So let's get started. In my bowl, I have a combination of whole wheat and all-purpose flour. Now, it calls for whole wheat, and I had in my freezer a combination of whole wheat and some rye. So I said, you know what, I'm going to use it and we're just going to see how it goes. So got some white flour and some rye flour and some whole wheat flour. And to that, I'm going to add an 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, just a little bit there. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, which will help it rise. 1 and 2. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, which I have been smelling here ever since I opened this jar, and it just smells amazing. There's a 1/4 teaspoon of that, and then 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, ground cinnamon. So it's going to be just a nice wintry, you know, that taste that you love in muffins that have carrots and raisins. Just a nice spicy mix. So I've got, let's see, the baking powder, nutmeg, cinnamon, and salt. That's correct. So I'm going to go ahead and set this bowl aside and bring in the next one. In this bowl, I have 2 eggs almost. And I'm going to give those a quick little beat. And then I'm going to add some applesauce, just plain unsweetened applesauce. That is going to be our sweetener. It calls for a cup of buttermilk, and I did not have a cup of buttermilk. As a matter of fact, I didn't have fresh milk. I had powdered milk. So what I did was I took my powdered milk and I made up milk and then put a little vinegar in it, and that helps give you that buttermilk acid kind of arrangement that you need when you're doing some baking like this. So I'm going to put that in, and we'll hope that that is good. I think it's going to be fine. Alrighty there. Okay, so in comes my rye again, and I'm going to add this to it. It's a pretty basic, simple recipe. I don't think we're going to have many complications with it, and we're going to give this a stir, get all this mixed in. Remember, as I've said before, when you're doing muffins or quick breads, anything that's a quick bread, that you're using baking powder or baking soda and the milk like I have here, you don't want to beat it like a cake. You just want to get it combined, and that's what I have done there. So I'm going to clean out my neat batter spoon that I got. This was one of those Tovelos that I had that a product review and then a giveaway. This thing is just, I love it. This is a little thicker than probably I should be using on it, but it sure is a good tool. I love it. Okay, that is good. So in now comes some carrots, shredded carrots, and a small amount of raisins. And we're going to just mix this up till those carrots and raisins are pretty well combined. It's not going to be perfect, and as I said before, I don't want to beat this dough to death, so I'm going to just work it in till I think we're pretty good. And I think that's looking pretty good, actually. I don't believe I'm going to beat that any further. So I'm going to get my muffin tin, and I'll meet you back here. Alrighty, I've got my muffin tin, and I've got my neat little silicone liners, which I can't recommend enough. They're just super. I don't know, it's supposed to make 12, you know how most muffin batches are, and I'm not sure how big I should make these cups, so I'm going to use a 1/4 cup as my guesstimator, and we'll see how many we have left. I think I'm going to have enough dough, batter dough, to make more than 12. I can see this coming already, which is good. That means there are less calories than I had worked out in my when I was working out the batter and the recipe. So that's good. I'll get more than 12. All right, I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'll bring you back when they're ready to go in the oven. Okay, these are ready to go in the oven. I have 12 here, and probably enough to do maybe 1 or 2 more muffins. So this will go into a 400 degree oven, preheated, and they're going to cook about 15-18 minutes. And I'll go ahead and put a toothpick or a sharp knife into the center there to make sure that it's not doughy. And when that's done, we will come back and we are going to take a taste. You ready to try this?
I'm always ready to eat.
Now I'm going to tell you about this muffin.
I'm afraid.
You should be, actually. I found a recipe for a whole wheat carrot raisin kind of muffin, and I have made some adjustments to it.
That's what scares me.
Now, one thing I'm going to tell you right now is that it has a rye flour in it. Rye, whole wheat, and
that's
white.
Good.
And I think that you're going to find this to be a heavy, dense.
Kind of like my mother's hamburgers.
So, but I want you to be honest. I want you to be honest.
Okay.
So here you go. But see how nice it comes out of my little cups?
Do I need to run downstairs and get a hatchet?
Hacksaw or something.
Hacksaw.
Here you go. You give this a try. I'll take some too. But I just want to. Have you ever had anything that had so many? What do they call those? Disclaimers.
It kind of looks like the oatmeal you served me for breakfast.
Here we go. How is it? A lot of carrot. It is heavy from the rye. It's not sweet enough.
I feel like I'm out in the pasture. And the little girl's going to come by and give me an apple.
But it's only 3 points. 120 calories. Worth every one. Oh my gosh.
It's not sweet enough.
It's moist enough.
I'm not sure what the consistency is. I wouldn't call it a muffin. A muff maybe, but not a muffin.
It's pretty dense.
It's not your best work.
No. Don't you love it when Cook With Me, I have these Cook Along With Me videos. Don't cook along with me on this one. Yeah.
It's very wet in the middle.
Well, it is. It is.
Kind of soggy.
It's not undercooked. It's just the way it turns.
When I don't eat the whole thing, you know something's wrong.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. Yeah.
Well, you know those little kids that are misbehaving? Well, you can use the rest of them to throw at them.
All right. Well, that's okay. You have to, what did they say? You have to break a few, what is it? You have to break a few
eggs to make an omelet?
Got to break a few eggs to make an omelet. And this is no omelet.
That's no...
All right, everybody, don't make this recipe, but I hope you get a laugh out of it.
Yeah.
It was pretty horrible. Ugh. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for watching. You tell your friends, because they may want to see this one.
Don't tell them about this. Not unless you're mad at them.
No, if you're mad at them, no. No? No. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for watching. Tell your friends, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you're a new subscriber, you hit subscribe and then that little bell next to the word subscribe. You'll know, you will be the very first one. I tell you, you will be the very first one who finds out I've uploaded a video. All right, everybody, thanks a lot. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.